for it.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
I just fucked up the party. Then.
It's a wah, wah.
Yeah, we're over here with hard-ons, and all of a sudden it got soft.
I'm in there in the corner fluffing it.
Yeah,
Come on, fucker.
I know.
Don't fail me, man. Don't fucking fail me.
Not today.
You're next, bitch. You're on deck.
The worm ain't working.
The dick is on deck.
Batter up, motherfucker.
Substitute.
So I told Dan in the locker room, I go. There's one thing that I don't like about you being mayor. He looks at me. He was like, "What, Eric? What is it?" I go, when I watch the city council meetings, I go, everybody is well behaved. I said, it's not even a shit show anymore, bro. I said, it's not entertaining to watch. And he was like, I think I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Use my novelas. I could just watch on
I
Channel
want
10.
to see some ghetto shit.
Bring back T.J. Patterson. Mr. Patterson.
Oh,
On the east side.
I want to see you in a hotel with 5 hookers and crack.
Can we run that?
Are you really trying to have it got caught with 5 hookers?
Come on, dude. Let's run a fake scandal, man. Come on.
Lubbock would cover that up real quick.
Put us back on the map. What was the weather girl that put us on the map for a little bit?
Oh, Nikki D.
Yeah, Nikki
I
D.
mentioned her name yesterday.
Nikki did.
The mayor's mansion, that was Pope's. That wasn't the city of Lubbock.
No, that's his.
That's his
Yeah,
house.
that's his
Okay.
house. Yeah, that's his house. He has 2 houses, and that's one.
But the
of
one
them.
off 19th, that's
Yeah,
his
that's
house.
his
That's
house.
not Lubbock.
Yeah,
that
no,
the
no.
mayor moves into.
No, he renovated it, and,
Okay,
and
nice.
it's his spot.
Do you even get a house if you're mayor?
I don't think so.
Well, I know
think,
back in
I
the
think
day-
you're already rich.
Yeah. Well, the ones, you know those houses across from O.O. Slayton? I know it's ghetto fucking
Yeah.
deal. Those old nice ones. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, either back in the day, the mayors or the chancellors of tech presidents. I think that's in the area there. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it because it's like my Hulk Hogan story.
Yeah.
It's not.
I heard that the rich part of town was like the east side.
It was
Back in the day.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, true.
and
Well, that's kind of the east side.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I get because
not
back then,
technically,
yeah,
east, but
that was East Central. Back
it
then.
makes sense on why those houses are so big.
yes, they're all beautiful right there. By O.L. Slayton, and then by Lubbock High too. There's some beautiful
Yeah,
homes
you
there.
can see that some of the original ones are
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
still nice. you
Yeah,
know?
they're
Who's
nice
that
homes.
fucker, dude? The guy that didn't get approved for a high rise, so he demolished his whole fucking houses downtown.
Oh, that shit, I don't know.
He recently, like last week, he did this.
No,
I
shit.
no,
I
I,
haven't
well,
read that.
I think they're gonna build a park downtown, so I don't know if that had something.
No,
to do.
that's the old LPNL or City of Lubbock building.
Okay.
That's where the park is going. But this asshole wanted to build a high rise with all his properties. He got denied, and then just said fuck it. And rather than, in my opinion, make money off the houses that were there and renovate them and fix them, he just demolished them.
Damn.
That's kind of crazy. If you are, now if you're the city, you probably want to put historical markers on those houses so people don't do that again.
Yeah, I don't.
Because you cannot tear down the what used to be Garski's. It's that is a historical building. I know the landlord of that.
It's a bar, ain't it?
Yeah, it's or I'll think of the name. I've been there a whole bunch of times, but
It's been years since I've been
but it's a college hangout.
Yeah, it's
And,
always fucking packed.
Yeah, it's packed. You can't even get in there. Like it's packed.
It's not Beer Garden, right?
No.
Fuck, what the fuck is the name of it? It's across the street from Miguel's.
Yeah.
I'm so out of the two. I'm like, is it
Yeah,
cricket? The cricket still?
No,
around?
yeah, cricket's still
Cricket's
there,
still
but
around.
that's further back. But anyways, I know the person that owns the
Property,
house,
okay,
right? And he was telling me that because he got sued for like 150 grand. He had rented it to somebody. He leased it out to a chick. She was young, probably in her 20s, and she was going to start a restaurant. And she was a stay-at-home wife.
Did she tell him?
And one thing about me, I love a good wiener, honey.
Yes. But then, like during mid construction, Actually, during construction, some issues happened, but they quit renovating it because her and her husband got a divorce, right?
Shit.
So and then it was just sitting there, and then he never got his money, and then she sold the lease to someone else to come in and get, and then he was like, I own this, like you cannot get this lease. And then he was like, well, I got the lease, and it's a legal document, and this entire house needs to be fixed before I move in here. And he was like, no, well, you were leasing it as is. It's like, that's not what my document says. So that he got sued for that because that chick fucked him up. Damn. But then that chick, she started knocking down walls, and he told her, he goes, hey, when you do a renovation here, do not puncture a wall in here, because the moment that you do that, you're going to have to change all the electrical in this house, and it's going to cost $50,000 to do that. And this is not going to be operable until it's done. He walked in, he goes, the whole entire walls were all missing. And he was like, I told you not to do that at all.
Beer house.
Beer house.
Beer house. God dang, it was killing me.
Told you not to do that at all. Like now an inspector's going to have to show up, and it's going to cost $50K. Well, then she never paid for the $50K. She never paid her rent the leasing rent. She never paid contractors. And then he had to front up everything. Damn. So then homeboy that then sued him, he was like, I don't want the place after all. And so he just got his money and bounced out. So then the guy that has it now, he was like, it's going to work. It's going to be busy. And so now they're making money. But for about 3 or 4 years, it was just a fucking fucked up, demolished house.
That's crazy, brother.
Like, isn't there some kind of laws if you can't demolish the house because it's a landmark? Mm-hmm. I'm sure you couldn't renovate it either, right? Or
you can renovate inside. You have to leave the structure as is. You can put up new walls. You want new sheetrock, you can put up new sheetrock. If you want, you can open up. But the electrical in there is grandfathered in. So as long as a hole is never punctured in that wall, you don't have to change the electrical. But the electric is out of code. Mm-hmm. So if now you fucked up everything, then it's going to have to all be replaced.
Fuck. For her to dip on that, that's fucked up, bro.
That's some Jared Kushner shit.
Yep.
Well, fuck, we ready to start the show?
Let me
pee real quick.
I wait. And that's our show, guys. Fuck. I think.
Did he unknock it? Just sugar.
You see this? Right here? I don't know what it goes to.
Oh shit.
Does it go here?
I didn't see it on.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I didn't see it. Just sugar bear.
So Thomas.
Yes.
For the people on YouTube,
yes.
Let's
Hey yo!
let's play with the soundboard.
What about homosexuality, Tony? You like men, huh?
Bullshit. Right. Bullshit.
Oh shit. Hey, Eric's back.
I'll drink to that.
Fucking A. We ready?
Go for it.
All right, here we go.
John Eric. Media.
Okay, here we go.
All you ladies, pull your chi-chis out. This is the JP Lopez show. Also, if you're a transgender, pull your pecker out. This is the JP Lopez show.
What is up? Thank you for tuning back into the JP Lopez show. Today, man, I got zero fucking topics. I've got zero fucking questions to ask y'all. We're just gonna fucking wing it.
Yes, sir.
Man, freestyling.
Freestyle. Fake it till you make it.
What's up, guys?
Blood pressure.
How the fuck is that 2024 treating you, man? Pretty good.
So
right?
far, so good, brother. Honestly, I'm trying to stay positive, look at it differently now that I'm getting older, and like, New day, new beginnings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Positive mindset, because Lord
Always.
knows I can stay in my funk if I allow myself to. So positive mindsets, man.
Okay, so you're alluding to like shit might not be going your way right now, right? Mm-hmm. Is it not?
It's better.
It is.
You know, I think just you have your everyday, whether it's different, comes from different angles, whether it's plumbing at the house, bills, health issues, but
Just everyday shit.
yeah, everyday shit. But overall, I think man, it's actually pretty good. Ended 2023 on a good note. Family.
Well, the reason why I asked, bro, is because I'm here to help, man. If you
yeah.
fucking ever needed fucking help.
Man, I appreciate that. And you've made that clear, whether it's whatever it may be. And I appreciate you always shouting out. I was kind of telling you before we started getting online air. Somebody hit me up, man. They listened to your show, and won't give his name out. He's going through some personal stuff, but it's just awesome that God, Creator, can use people like us in any form. But big fan of your show, man. He's going through some personal issues, but he told me he listens to the show to try to bring a laugh and a smile.
That's awesome, bro.
And you do that for him a lot.
Yeah,
so.
because I've heard, with my own fucking ears, that your story has helped a few people out, and they've told me
Amen to that.
like, "Hey, Thomas's story is my story." I'm like,
Man, ain't that's crazy, brother? And talking to that guy today, we talked for about 3.5 hours, bro. I felt like a teenager girl on the
no,
phone.
you hang up
You
first.
hang up.
No,
You had
hang
your feet
first.
up on the wall.
It's like, so do you really like me, or are you just bored?
Are you just bored? Oh shit! But
He's all twirling a broom. he's on the washing machine with his feet on the wall, twirling a broom.
my kids are, Dad, I'm hungry. Get away from the phone. I don't get
Dad,
tired.
you have kids? No, they're just fucking around. Those are my
I
friends.
see that meme. It's that chick. It's a meme. It's all chick. She's like, "Yeah, I got 3 kids, but I wish they were yours." I was like, "This sounds like my ex-wife, man." No, but
That's fucking hilarious. I wish they were fucking yours.
but
I had heard that one before.
I was about to say, have you ever heard that?
No,
it's like a young Mexican chick on the phone, and basically how we're saying she's like, "Yeah, I got 3 kids, but I wish they were yours."
I wish they were yours, dumbass.
taking applications for dummies.
It's like, I get child support, I'll take you to McDonald's. But no, shout out to him, man. He's going through it, and it's crazy because talking to him, literally, it's like word for word stuff I went through, and it didn't bring any bad memories. It just reminded me how far I've come, So yeah, shout out to you giving the platform, opening the door back for me to come back into your life and stuff. But just checking on me and shit like that. But yeah, shout out to the people going through it, and they feel like they're alone. But and some of the stuff y'all go through, random people, my brothers or family, they'll tell me like, "Man, JP," or they'll listen to us just because y'all's laughter and stuff. So we never realize what somebody's going through. But I'm glad you gave an outlet to people to.
Well, this is therapy.
It is, bro.
It's therapeutic. You hold everything, and when you go to a therapist, you tell them stuff.
Exactly.
Well, you don't have to go to the quack. We're the quackers.
And that's
over here.
badass, bro, because there's no judge. Well, and there's, in a healthy way, there's judgment. Like, if I'm moping or feeling sorry for myself, you're going to be like, get your head out your ass, right?
come
We're
on,
going to
dog.
be, Imagine your counselor telling you that. Like,
I know
this
they gonna
puto-
be that real with you.
I saw a thing on TikTok, and it was like stuff we couldn't do because it was gay in the 90s. Yeah. And it was like, talk about your feelings. Gay.
Hell yeah. When you say how you start talking about Jesus, man, hey, Jesus loves you, man. Thomas is gay. You're like, okay.
Hey, man, get that fucking dumb shit over there, man.
this guy, did you listen to this guy?
Oh, gay. Oh, shit.
He's talking about Jesus and he's fingering chicks. And
Oh God Almighty!
Why are you bringing up all this shit?
What, smell?
In the name of Jesus. Oh,
They're
shit.
like, that's all you want to smell.
Just because I'm into the Lord and stuff.
Hope my daughters don't listen to this episode.
Oh, they're listening for sure.
Oh, I know that's oh, shit.
Does this time of year, the new year, inspire just anything in you?
Everybody makes a New Year's resolution. I don't, but my goal, I guess I still do because.
But not a resolution, not like a new year, new me. Just inspires something.
What it does for me, I was like, well, we have to keep on keeping on,
Right.
And we got to be better than we were last month and than we were last year. Whatever it is, it's always there's optimistic to being better. So that's what the new year is being better than you were.
You're always looking forward to that improvement,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you don't just wait for because when our younger days, we always wait, new year, new me.
Yeah.
But as you've matured a long time ago, but when you have goals and shit like that, it's kind of like I'm always trying to improve myself. So you don't have to wait till the new year, new me.
Hand to God, bro. I'm not lying. That's my everyday prayer to God is, please, Lord, allow me to serve you better today than I did yesterday.
Come on, brother. That's deep too,
That's
bro.
every day, every morning I say that.
That's deep, man. And good reminder.
Because, all right, so here's the deal. Like, I grew up in a very religious family, right? So, like, and it's old school Catholic, so that was the worst. You know what I mean? Because like they weren't accepting of like their own family members changing religions or going to another church or
Fuck divorce.
you know what I mean? Like
stick it out.
they would fucking X their own brothers out for like going to another church. That type of shit. So imagine like you being a sinner and then you being judged with shit like that, you know? So that's the background that I come with is like, man, I fucked up today, so I fucked up my whole life. And then as you learn, you're like, dude, everyone fucks up.
Yes.
And like Jesus died for our sins to fuck up daily.
Yep, and gave us grace. That's the grace that we get. That in religion, I was raised in Catholic también, and we do put that pressure on us. Like, I guess you want to live up to the standard or being perfect, and we don't have to be perfect. That's the whole reason that Christ came. God gave us Christ is to die for us.
But on the same note, you also don't just use that as a crutch and just use that to be a fuck up.
And that's the balance, right? And I think, because as a kid, I would think, like, why do we have murderers then if people know about Jesus? There's a balance. It's that free will. And I know when people tell me that, sometimes I get frustrated. Like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. If God really wanted to do something, he would do it. And he's like, yeah, he loves you enough that he gives you that choice. And that's deep to me.
You know who Dick Gregory is?
Dick Gregory. Yeah.
You know him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's fucking, like, very, very, very off the wall when he... Because he's dead now, but there's a bunch of videos on him, and like
intelligent, smart.
He's like Cat Williams.
Yeah,
he's old school.
I was thinking that as you're talking.
Cat Williams.
He was Cat Williams before Cat, and he didn't care. He'd call a ghetto bitch. He'd tell you the white man was fucking over the black man. He
would fucking tell you like, that dude's already a part of. He's one of them. Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's an elite. Like, anyways, I'm telling you all this shit because he fucking said something that stroked every like ounce of like, you know what I mean?
Woke
like,
your ass up,
yeah. And he was like, when you're born pure. Okay, so it's your fucking job to die clean because you're born clean. So you have the free will to fucking do whatever the fuck you want, but it's your job to die clean.
Come on. That's deep. Yeah, that's deep.
So that's where you're saying balance. Like, well, I'm, Jesus is gonna forgive me. I'm gonna fuck up today.
Yeah, exactly. And no, you have to. We're saved by His grace, but it's also our job to learn from it. It's not a free pass, and not to get too biblical because I'm far from perfect, but it's His love for us should be enough.
Yeah.
And when somebody once told me, because going through my stuff and I'm like complaining and upset and not trusting, and he's like, man, so you tell me that Jesus wasn't enough for you? He's like, him dying on the cross wasn't enough.
Damn,
no, that's not what I'm saying. And bro, and when it made me, he was like,
that's a bat to the head.
Yeah, it is, because he's like,
wake up,
man. He loves you. He loved Jesus, the person. He was human just like you. He would tell me, he's like, he was just like you, brother. So he, what you're going through, he faced the same type of torment, but you were worth it. And and in the human side, I'm like, but man, Jesus had no idea who I was. The thought of you was worth it.
Yes. Come on.
I want to sing. Yes. But, so it's a beautiful thing. So that's Christ-like, right? So you reaching out to people, you doing what you're doing, not saying you're holier than thou. That's more discipleship to me. That's being more Christ-like.
Yeah.
So he was holy. I don't say so we didn't have to be, because in the Bible it talks about us to be holy-minded and Christ-like. But yeah, he tells us that his disciples are a bunch of screw-ups, you know?
So without getting way too deep into this, I just want to say, like, you know, that fear. If you fear something, you're not trusting God, right?
Yeah.
And the way that I live my life now, and you can say, like, oh, this dude don't give a shit on a lot of things. If you really know me, because I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? But it's just because I trust God and I know God's got me.
That's peace.
That's how I feel.
That's cool.
And if the bad shit and the bad luck still does happen to me, then it was supposed to happen.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
That's good attitude, man.
When bad stuff happens to you, your goal is to figure out a way to get out of it. So then there's always a constant re-upping yourself, because shit, the fuckery is gonna happen.
What can I learn from it? Yeah.
All the time. And when the fuckery happens, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And so, did you save enough money to get yourself out of it? Do you know how to put out fires? I don't know. Whatever it is,
have a game plan.
So your goal is to learn as much as you can, so when fuckery happens, you can get out of it.
Because fuckery will happen. You know,
for
and
sure.
I think these young people, if they think life's going great and life hasn't put its pecker in you yet, you know, you're going to go through the fuckery, you know, unfortunately. But when you have good people in your life, or if you've learned through the experiences, you can grow through it.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for the people that stay in that pattern of, you know, that
The victim
the
mindset.
victim. Come on, brother.
Oh my God.
And I only say that because I played that part for a little bit. You know what I mean? But I for a very short period, until I realized that's not who I am. I don't want to.
Yes.
And it's only made me want to be better.
Everyone knows that person.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone has that person in their life that is not doing shit because, well, it's because of this and it's because of that.
Let those things that you're holding on to that keeping you from moving on, let those be the same things that help you move on.
No, for sure.
You know, I was talking to that buddy to mine. He knew my dad, and I was like, man, I'm not bashing my dad. I was like, but all the bullshit that I seen him go through, I took note of that. I tried not to do those same things.
Yes.
I still fall. You know, I'm not perfect, but I was like, but that's the power of learning from somebody else's mistakes. Because I pray somebody else learns from my mistakes and from the shit that I've gone through. So it's all a cycle, and you know, but yeah, you have to do it. You know, that's one thing I've learned. I sat around and waited for God to do it. You know, I really did. Speaking of religion, I was like, man, God, when are you going to show up, and when are you going to snap and make it happen? And I realized He's like,
You didn't do your work.
Yeah, He's like, I'm waiting you. I did my part.
Man, it's like you keep on sitting down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He's like, I
you're
gave
not
you
doing nothing.
for real, bro. Literally, he told me that in my heart. He's like, you got feet, get your belt up. You know,
Thomas, you're gonna masturbate again.
Granny don't, Granny don't.
The like, oh man, I need X amount of money.
Yeah.
When is it gonna show up? It's like, well, you got to go work to
You
go
gotta
get
wo-
it.
Yeah, go work 2 weeks and you'll get
Yeah,
for real, brother,
if
for real.
you're not gonna go work, then that money's never gonna show up.
Yeah, find that motivation, whatever it may be. And I lived that, and I mean that. I know what that's like to feel sorry for yourself when my dad was gone. You know, because my dad, you know, he wasn't the best of father figures, but at the same time, when I was down on myself, he was the encourager.
Yeah.
You know, and when he was gone, I felt like I didn't have nobody anymore, or I shut everybody out. So deep, it took me a little bit, but then I realized you gotta do it yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I told you when I first went through whatever I went through. I remember one thing my daughter told me. I was going through my depression and woe is me. And one day my daughter, and she probably heard it from somebody at church, but she was like, "Dad, I'm not gonna catch you when you fall." And I was like, "What the fuck you talking about?" She was like, "I'm gonna let you fall." She said, "But I'm gonna be right next to you when you get up and cheering you on every step of
I'll
the
help
way."
you get back up.
She was like, "I'll cheer you on every way because I know you can."
Yeah.
And bro, my balls dropped literally that day because I was like, "What the fuck am I doing that I'm expecting my little 12-year-old at the time to be by my side?" And she told me straight, she's like, "I'm gonna watch you get up because you've always got up for us, Dad." And so to this day, me and her, that's my baby, that's my road dog. So when you have good people in your life around you who want you to be better, it's awesome. But it's also cool to see people.
But let's give a shout out to her though.
Oh, Jenny, yeah, man, don't
Dude,
get
a 12-year-old
Yeah.
telling you that, bro. Like,
shout out to Jenny, man.
That's so much pain, so much trauma that she just said, "Fuck it," you know, like put it aside. And my dad needs me, and it was like, I know I'm a kid, but my dad needs me.
She's special, bro. Like
It wasn't like I need my dad.
Yeah, and she's special. She really is. She, you know, we got her counseling, and she's hard headed. She's a Rio, so I'm letting her learn. But yeah, dude, that girl, that was all God. If you don't believe in God, you go through experience and He'll show up in certain places. That 12-year-old saved her mom's life. She put her shit to the side to make sure her dad. Because I remember I told you I was gonna go kill that kid, and she was like, "Dad, I'll run away every day if they send you to prison." She was, "I'll break out every day to go see you." She's like, "Don't worry about me. I'll take care of my sister."
That's crazy, dude.
She's like, "What about him and his kids?" And that little dude had a kid that was like 1 year old, and his baby mama was pregnant, and they're little. She's like, "What if you
Get your little ass to sleep."
But she goes, "What happens if you kill him? Those kids ain't gonna have nobody." So shout out to Jen, bro. Genesis, we butt heads because that's my oldest, and she's
Well, she's just like you.
But I hope she knows how much respect I have for her because that girl's been through hell and back. And we butt heads, but she's a badass, man. I don't want to talk to her, get her
No, I
head
get
bigger
it.
than
I
it
get
is.
it, but
pain in the ass.
I want to take this time out to really shout out my boy Lil Mike Rangel. Yeah. If you guys could please, if you know him, please say a prayer for his strength. And he just recently lost his mom, and I know he's gonna go through a tough time, and it's pretty hard to lose a parent, and then that was all he had because his dad had already passed. But if y'all guys could say a prayer for his strength, man, I'd appreciate that. But anyways, I hope he's not pissed off that I said that. But anyways, I really wanted to take this time to just fucking tell you how proud I was of this fucker yesterday. So I go do a photo shoot, and he's like, "So how do you know Eric?" And I was like, "Oh, I've known him a long time. Grew up with him." He's like, "Oh, cool." And then he's like, "He trained my kids." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
Oh, nice.
And they're in college now, so
nice.
I didn't think nothing of it. And then so as the photo shoot went on, he's like telling me, "Oh yeah, my daughter plays for K-State for golf." And he's like, "She's won, Big 12, blah, blah, all this shit." And I was just like, and I told my wife because she was with me, and I was like, "Motherfucker, man." I was like, fucking Eric's freaking resume is
For real, bro.
hands down
That's badass, man.
uncomparable. Like,
Badass.
The with those kids, I helped them work out. Obviously, I did not make them into better golfers, but they were the ones. I always thought that those kids were special.
Special, yeah.
And on top of that, man, these two kids, Mexican kids, their dad grew up in Arnett too.
Okay.
And he got them to get them scholarships to go play golf. Man, that's freaking ridiculous.
yeah,
man.
dude. Like, but they are just one example of a lot of freaking kids that you've fucking.
That's badass, brother.
I don't even know the word because it's not trained, bro. It's not
Yeah.
trained.
I
mean, you train, but it went further than that.
Coached them and,
it's a mental thing. I don't talk to you or train you like I'm your coach. Now you're going to do everything I tell you to do, but I'm just like those kids. Yeah. I am those kids, and so I don't need to tell you that you ain't shit. I don't need to tell you that I'm better than you. Right. I don't need to talk down to you. I just make you do the stuff. And the more effort that you put in, obviously you're going to get better. But then also mess with your mind. I make you confident. Yes, sir. You come in, you're shy. If you're a football player, you don't need to be shy. You need to be knocking heads. Yeah. You need to know that you're better than what you think you are. Yeah. And so that's where I come into this thing, like I confident build while I'm making you a better physical person. So if you want confidence, I do that. And sometimes you don't even know that you're lacking confidence. Yeah. And so just being me, talking to you, giving you advice. You tell me a story, you tell me some shit went down. Yeah. I'll give you my avenue of what should be done, what you should have done. Next time this happens, you're going to do this, blah, 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 whatever it is. And the only reason why I can tell you how to do that is because I've already done it. I've already put myself in position to fuck fucked up so many times that I know
What not to do.
what not to do. And also, remember, I tell you the fuckery, you got to figure out how to get out of your fuckery, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so shit's going to happen regardless. You're young and you're dumb. You're going to be chasing chicks. You're going to go get drunk. You're going to get injured playing your sport. Whatever it is,
happens,
the shit's all it's going to go down. And you need to know at least some idea of how this shit's going to how it's going to go down, how you're going to fuck up, and how you're going to fix up the fuck up.
That's cool, man.
And the only way that you fix fuck ups is if you get up and you go fix it.
I get it, that's your job and you get paid for it, but when you give a fuck, when you give a shit, you truly want to help somebody out.
Yes.
That's an awesome thing. So I'm pretty we've had most of the same coaches. There's a few coaches that didn't give two shits about us.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we know
for
what that's
sure.
like, right?
Yeah.
So the fact when you coach somebody, you're teaching somebody, you're invested in them.
Yes.
It's more than the money. That's when those people spread the word, right? And
yes.
and I see where you posted that, and I obviously proud of you, man. But to see that you're affecting other people doing something you love, I hope my kids do that one day. Whether it's coaching, whether it's fucking cutting hair, you can tell you love working on your body and helping somebody else build theirs.
Yes.
Badass,
But
bro.
you have no idea what it does to a kid when someone believes in them.
Okay,
Like look at our favorite coaches.
Yeah,
We each have separate different coaches.
Yeah.
But we each have a favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was all because they fucking cared and like believed in your fucking talent.
Yeah.
And you fucking wanted to prove them right.
So, yeah, you wanted to move that mountain, run through those
Yes.
big walls, and that's when you hearing you say that.
And can you imagine like your parents believing in you?
Yeah.
Because that
Come on,
dude. Like
Yeah.
you and I both know that
yeah.
that don't come very
I
often.
don't, yeah. And what it would do for a kid, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
for sure.
for you to do that, and it's awesome that just that one example you're talking about, it sounds like those kids have a good parent.
Yes.
But it's also cool to those kids, because I think we all know sometimes our kids and our nephews, they don't want to hear it from
No,
their
they
parent,
don't.
right? So when you have another person like, hey, I got your back, I'm going to show you, you ain't going to walk out on here.
Yes.
That encouragement, that accountability,
Yes.
that's badass, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool that you do that.
And
I'm
you
proud of
said
man.
confidence. I hate the phrase "fake it till you make it" because I don't know why, I just don't like it. But anyways, I say all this because when we like were partying and shit, we could go to the fucking ghettoest fucking club, hang out, party, and fit in.
Yeah. Wherever.
And then we go to like got snuck into like the the suites and the tech games with all the fucking the
who's
pinkies
who's.
up
Yeah.
pinkies up bastards up there, and like we were confident that we belonged there too. You know what I mean?
And
Well,
confidence
again,
carries y'all, bro.
I tell people that I'm six people all in one. So I'm Mexican, I'm hood, I'm educated. I go to some of my people's houses, physicians, attorneys. Sit there, we talk and we laugh, and I'm not having a fake conversation with any of these people. I am having a legit, genuine conversation that I'm interested and they're interested to have the conversation. But then I can go back to my hood. I can chit chat with whoever, some hood motherfucker just having a good time. My most favorite thing recently is talking with people from Mexico.
Really? Okay, yeah.
I've been trying to work on my Spanish. That's a thing that it's a goal of mine to speak very fluent in Spanish. Yeah. But the people from Mexico that are here doing legitimate shit, those motherfuckers, those are the people that are making everything run.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, can you imagine coming over here, you don't even speak English, and then you own your own company, your own business? Dude, it's crazy. So I talk to those people because they're just spitting pure knowledge of real, like, hey, I got up and I went to go get my shit.
Because you know kind of what they came from.
Yes.
And that hunger that they're building it and they're not taking it for granted. You know, a lot of us, we're born here. Sometimes we take what we have for granted. And
Yes.
And a lot of us that are born here have that victim mentality. It's like, why can't that be me?
Real, bro, for real.
Well,
I see
fuck
it-
you didn't get off that couch.
I see it a lot when I go to the stores, to take a break. You see a lot of gente and Mexicanos and getting their breakfast and getting their beer early.
Yes.
But I tell my daughters, because my daughters work with me, I show them, I was like, man, they're on those roofs. They're about to do about 5 or 6 of those in a day.
Yes.
But they're about working, paying their
Yes.
bills, sending it back to their family. So, we're going to have your good and bad people. But yeah, my cousins, man, shout out to my cousin Amanda. Those are her men. She loves her Mexico men.
Yes,
That's all I'll say. But they work for it, and I can respect that, man.
Every single person that I talk to, well, first off, if you're not giving me genuine information or making me laugh off my ass, I don't want to talk to you. I really don't. Like, you're a waste of time to me. So if you're giving me straight knowledge, I'm going to be all ears. I want to hear everything that's going to come out of your mouth. Or if you're making me fucking laugh, I also want to hear that. But if you're just speaking pendejadas, I was like, I don't need that.
Dude, a lot of people, and we all, have people in our family, in our friends group, everybody that can legit talk for hours about nothing.
About nothing. Oh, yeah.
About
Literally.
absolutely nothing, dude.
Yes.
And you're like, what the fuck? What am I listening to?
Yeah,
this shit
no
for?
kidding.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you can gossip every now and then, like, hey, did you hear about so
Yeah,
and so?
yeah. Getting shit off your chest.
But if that's the only thing that you talk about is other people, I don't even want to listen to that either, at all. I ran into
I've always hated that though.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, so and so, I love hanging out with him because we can just sit down and talk about everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how that is that cool?
Like, oh,
Like,
yeah,
you think
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fucking cool? Like to talk bad about someone?
yeah. No,
that shows you
yeah.
where people's maturity, especially when they're our age and shit like that. You're like, you still doing that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
feel
and
you.
I remember I came across, Alex had sent it to me, and it was, and she goes, I don't believe this. And it was something like along the lines that men talk about fixing stuff and women talk about other people. And I was like, I go, that's
right.
true.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, it's not. I said, watch, when we go to your parents' house the next time, I said, you're going to sit down with the ladies. And I said, and I always sit with the men. And so now it was a test, right? So about 2 hours went by. We meet up, right? Getting drinks or whatever. She goes, these ladies, all they've been doing is talking about other people. And then I was like, with the guys, I said, we've already figured out how to put an engine into a new truck. I told Wicho what kind of tree he had in his front yard.
We saw naked midgets doing math.
And so I go, we're over there fixing the world, and y'all over there talking about people. I said, it is true.
yeah.
It is true.
You're always something bitches doing, man.
So I've always said, like, I don't talk bad about my buddies, period. And if I hear you talking bad about my buddies, I'll set the record straight. And like, first, like, starting to date my wife, I told her, I was like, me and you are a team. We don't ever gossip about our friends.
Yeah.
And that was way, way early in our relationship. Okay, and she was like, okay. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, I don't talk about my friends, and we don't gossip about our friends, like, period. Yeah. And, dude, she took that to heart because, like, she will not badmouth anyone.
That's you set those boundaries from day one, yeah.
Because I don't believe in that shit.
Yeah, for real, brother. And
Like,
man.
if I have something bad to talk about you too, I'm going to tell you.
Yep. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
That's the way it really should be. Because, but it goes back to when you give a shit about somebody. Like, hey, I have something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go tell so-and-so. You hear it from the grapevine.
Yeah.
Or
Junior
be
high
passive
shit.
aggressive about it and stuff. Like, just go straight up. It's like, hey, dog, I don't think you should be doing this.
Like,
Yeah.
And
Hold me accountable.
the thing about this is like, my wife loves all the housewife shows, all of them. And I'll sit down and I'll fucking watch them with her just to spend time with her. And I noticed that all these shows, all these women have everything you could possibly fucking want, period, in life. And they're not happy.
Still happy, yeah.
Because all they're doing is talking shit about their only friends group circle all the time.
Yep.
When you're always comparing yourself to other people's, and normal people do it, I'll see it, and sometimes you may not even realize it. You see somebody going on trips or doing stuff, and like get a little celoso or jealous and want well, I wish I could have that. And then, you could be telling your closest friend about it. And next thing you know, it's just, it can go into that. I like to be encouraged. Like I like to see if somebody has something better than me, I'm gonna work to get that. You know what I mean? So,
but I want to applaud you for getting that. I want to be happy for you for getting.
So, like you said,
for taking that trip.
You and your wife are a team, right? You know, when y'all do stuff together as a family, as a team, that should inspire other people.
Yes.
We both know that it could be family and friends that they get a little jealous of it.
And haters.
Hate that hate. But it's like if they can just understand, like you can be encouraged by your partner or your family doing good. I have some cousins that, they're younger than us, but they're getting their shit together, starting little businesses, and I'm always like encouraging them. I'm like, I'm proud of you. And they don't always respond, but I'm just letting them know, like, I see what you're doing, and I'm proud of it. So
you see someone's effort, and effort making a business, effort working, effort just going to the gym and working out,
effort taking care of your wife or something.
I can think that someone is so amazing, and no one else would think it, but I see the effort that they're putting in lifting weights. And do they look perfect? Probably not. Yeah. Are they putting in effort? And I'm like, that person right there, that's my beast. I'll pick people that I enjoy watching working out because of the effort that they're putting in. So it's all about effort. A thing that I hate when people say, like, let's just say, oh, you went to New York City and you spent the whole entire week, and they go, oh, must be nice.
Yeah.
I hate
what the fuck must be nice about shit, man? I fucking worked my ass off.
You're like, I worked 80 hours a week to do this shit.
It wasn't nice working 100-hour paydays for this shit.
And like you could go do that. If you put in effort into something and you make money off of it, you can be going to the World Series. You can be going to Mexico. You can be doing Hawaii. Whatever it is, whatever you want to do.
With just a little bit of effort, you could do. And you say that's what inspired me. I told JP years ago when I'd see y'all going to the games and shit. I would, because a lot of my friends that I was already kind of cutting ties with them, and I used to think to myself, I want that. I'd love to have friends like that. But I also looked at it as like, I'm happy that my boy got people like that. Yeah. So to see how y'all have grown and y'all could take family vacations and do stuff, y'all put the work into it. You can trust them with your life.
When we were dating chicks, they hated going on vacations with us because they were all sports related.
Dude,
we're fucking going to bowl games. We're fucking going to World Series. We're fucking and
all y'all's pictures are y'all together.
Yes,
we had the best time, bro. I love the ladies are what the fuck.
I'm trying to remember. I think I went to Pagosa Springs, Colorado, and that was the very first out of town trip vacation that I ever took.
Event.
That wasn't a sporting event.
You didn't know what to do. You're all, I want to cheer or something. Yeah.
What do I do with my hands?
Oh shit!
But that place, dude, for real, Pagosa is real simple. It's about an hour and a half north of Santa Fe. It's right on the border of Colorado and New Mexico. Dude, what a fucking nice little mountain town.
I love Colorado.
The food everywhere, because they don't have commercial food. They have independent restaurants there, dude. Yeah. And the food is phenomenal. Anywhere you went, the food was going to be badass there.
I have to say this too. Like, we were always out of town. Like, always. But I'm leaving Lubbock with like $180 in my checking account because I knew all of us we're gonna take turns for gas. So it's like $20 for gas for my part, and then $15 for the room. And then I'm gonna sip the cheapest fucking alcohol. We're gonna go to a convenience store. I'm gonna buy the dollar beers or whatever the fuck. And then I'm gonna have a great fucking time. I already bought my ticket.
Yeah.
I'm leaving Lubbock with like 180 in my checking account. I'm gonna come back to Lubbock with like 120 in my checking account.
It's been shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna that's how it was when we went to Cancun. I felt embarrassed because I had $200, and y'all had money. And JP was like, "I got you. Don't worry about that. I made that motherfucker $200 work."
It's stretched.
JP's like, "Man, I'm proud of you."
Man, I don't know how many times JP fronted up some shit for me too, bro. Man.
I owe this. Yeah, I owe this.
And so I'm indebted to him for sure.
Yeah.
It was like, man, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking struggling. I only got like $20. It's like, fuck it, I got you. And I was like, God damn, hell yeah.
And never make you feel bad about it either.
No, I didn't need to like, oh, hey, I need my whatever. It's just like, I needed you to be there so we can have the fucking best time ever.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
If I have to pay $40 to have the best time ever, I'm gonna pay $40 every fucking time.
Well, when we were doing that, when a few times that I would cover you, like, I got you, let's roll. I owe that to having a weekly paycheck, because that was back when I was making a payday every Friday. Oh. Because I was working a temp service.
I'm balling, baby.
Yeah, so I had money as every Friday I had fucking money, and then I'll figure it out on Monday when I had bills to fucking pay.
That will wait till Monday. For real, bro. Yeah, and that's how it should be, man. When you have people, you take care of them, and I love the loyalty. I've been loyal to a lot of people. I've gotten burnt, but it's awesome to see when you treat people right, the right ones will take care of you.
Yes.
And like I said, I know without a doubt, even without knowing y'all like I do, you can tell that you trust him with your life, vice versa. And man, nowadays you don't get that. A lot of people, you don't get that nowadays.
no.
Everybody's about themselves. And
The one thing that you're always gonna get hanging out with JP is a fun time.
oh yeah.
He just happens to have some knowledge too, so I get a 2-for-1, right?
Yeah.
I get to.
He wants to talk to me.
I'm gonna put my feet up on the wall. I'm just talking to JP.
I miss him, baby. I haven't seen him in 2 days.
Why don't y'all just fuck already?
He's still courting me. Not yet.
Oh shit! On that note, let's take a break. And we're back. What's up? So during the break, we were talking over some shit that struck a question that I wanted to ask y'all. Was there, growing up, like whatever, middle school, elementary, not high school, just middle school and elementary, was there a teacher that you remember for any fucking reason, like, but that you'll never forget?
Miss, how do you pronounce it? Sewell, Sewell. Man, I don't know, she's still alive. First day of fucking Jackson, I go there, new student. She's talking. I'll never forget her. There was this girl. I don't remember her name. I don't want to say it, but
Julie.
No, fuck that bitch. No, this one. We all know girls that had piojos, right?
Yeah.
And this chick was one of those girls. They're poor, and I grew up with cousins and myself, so I wasn't trying to talk shit to her, but she would pop them, right? And I mean, Miss Sowell, she's like, I want to say that chick's name, or anyway, she's like,
Call her Roger.
Roger. She was
Rogerette.
Like, what she called it? Marana, pig, right? Yeah. And I didn't know what that was. She's like,
The teacher said that?
oh yeah, dude. She's like, you nasty ass, get your. And so I'm like, dude, I come from Wheelock and Bayless, it's white schools and shit. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, that nasty ass girl's popping her piojos on the table. And I'm
Marana?
like, yeah, she's like, Marana. So I felt like shit, bro. So I'll never forget her, bro. It was my first day at Jackson, and so they put me in the classroom across from her, which was a little white lady, cute, and all the shout out David Lee, David Bocanegra. I grew up with them. They were all in that nice advanced class.
Yeah.
So when I first get there, they put me in that class, and it was cool. They had all the pretty girls.
Oh yeah, because you're the white kid.
I was a white kid. They read me Thomas Scott. So I'm excited and go to lunch with them.
He wasn't even Thomas.
Yeah, I know. It's Tommy Scott.
Scott.
Tommy Scott, yeah. So we go to lunch, and I'm kind of like, man, I like this. The girls had jabots and Tommy shirts, and so when I get back, they're like, they pull me out of the fucking class, and it was at Jackson Elementary, it's literally across the hall. They had a mix-up, and they put me in fucking Ghettoville, bro. And so, bro, and there's so many people.
Go back to the Marana,
bro. And and that girl was just popping them, and I had seen it before, and it was disgusting even then. But the teacher called her out. She's like, just talking shit to her, and then she'd be like, one of y'all smells like ass. And I remember 5th grade, bro, and I'm like, God damn, is it me? But yeah, dude, I'll never forget her, bro. Miss Sowell. I'll never forget her. First day of school at Jackson, bro. Like,
damn, telling 5th graders y'all smell like ass.
And there's people that we grew up with that I swear, some of them are gonna remember that. She was a mean bitch, bro. And she would talk. Oh,
I remember my teacher for the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Asshole.
What about you?
Let me see. For the 5th and 6th grade, we had the exact same teacher. Like, she followed us to the 6th grade, and and god damn, dude, she was a white lady, but she was fucking mean. And she had every single 5th grader and every single 6th grader. Like, there was no other teacher. And bro, she was so fucking ruthless, man, and she would fucking have these little panic attacks.
All
with
the
us.
Mexicans and
yeah.
these damn baiters.
Man, dude, and when she would talk to you, spit would come out of her mouth, right? And so I told my mom, I was like, she was like, well, how's school going? I was like, the teacher keeps on spitting on me. And I should have never told my mom that the teacher was spitting on me. Because then my mom went to go tell the teacher, quit spitting on my kid when you're talking to him, right?
Oh, shit.
And so any little thing, like I could just be sitting there being an innocent bystander, someone else doing some dumbass shit, I'm the one that gets in trouble.
Oh, fuck. You took
And
it
so,
out
bro, I got in trouble for
He had to wear a
lot
COVID
of
mask.
shit.
back in the 80s and shit.
Dude, bro, at Wolford Elementary, I got in trouble for shit that I never did. And I'm just sitting there like
took it out on you,
shocked. Man, I remember one time getting punched in the fucking face in the hallway in front of a teacher, sucker punched. I was just walking to class. I got the same amount of ISS as the kid that punched me. And I fucking had a fucking black eye and shit, and people making fun of my ass and whatever. And I was like, oh, this is how this shit's gonna fucking go down. I was like, how the fuck do I get in trouble? And I turned around to the teacher and I was like, I just got punched in the face. And she grabbed me and she was like, you're going to ISS. And I was like, why am I going to ISS?
She had
and
a crush on you in your kindergarten and shit.
And so,
So you pretty-eyed motherfucker, go to ISS.
and so I
You
went to,
Vienna sausage motherfucker.
So I'll pull it out.
and I was shocked, right? And then my mom went to go pick me up, and then she's like, why are you late? I said, because I was in ISS. And she's like, what you do? I said, I got punched in the face. She goes, what else? And I was like, I got punched in the face and I'm in ISS. And then I was like, God damn. So I told myself from that fucking moment, I'm not going to back out, because I figured that if I didn't punch him back, I wouldn't get in trouble, right?
Get in trouble.
Yeah. But I did. I was like, oh, we're going to get the same amount of in trouble.
Might
And
as well.
shit. And so the next time that it happened, I was in the 7th or maybe 8th grade at Cavazos, and somebody grabs my pencil from my hand. I was writing notes, right? And grabs my pencil, and I was like, okay. And he writes down. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And I said, give me back my pencil. He goes, no, this is mine now. I said, no. I said, give me back my pencil. And he's like, I'm going to give you shit.
Sugar bear.
And I stood up, and I was like, bro, I said, you're going to give me my fucking pencil, or I'm going to fuck you up. And he's like, you ain't getting fucking shit. Bro, I beat the living shit out of him right there in fucking class. Coach Rice, his class. Oh, yeah. And, dude, I fucking just went to town on this motherfucker, bro. And Coach, like, literally had to pry me away from him. He was like, stop.
He's like, it's just a
and
pencil.
I was like, no, fuck him. Fuck him, right? Yeah. And so finally he's like, Eric, what are you doing? You can't fight in my class. He goes, what are y'all fighting over? I said, I told him to give him back my pencil. He goes, you're fighting over a pencil? It's like, Coach, you know I'm not fighting over a pencil.
What's the purpose? Yeah.
And he's like, I have to send you to the principal's office now. And I was like, well, send me. And so we went together, whatever, and the principal, he was like, what are we fighting over? And I was like, well, he took my pencil. He goes, we're not fighting over a pencil. I go, I'm going to tell you what, man. I said, I was writing notes. He took my pencil away from me. I let him write whatever he needed, and I told him I need my pencil back because I'm trying to write my notes so I can pass this class.
Take care of shit, yeah.
I go, so now he's affecting my learning. I go, he does not want to give my pencil back. I go, yeah, we fought over a pencil, but it wasn't over a pencil. It was over a principle. I go in, and I told him I was going to fuck him up if he don't give me back my pencil, and he refused, so I fucked him up.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're in here. I go, and I'll do it again. And he's just like, oh. So then I got ISS or whatever. Fine, that's fine. I already made a decision because am I going to get punked?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to get punked.
Yeah, you had to stand on your business.
Yeah, I'm not. You will never see Eric get punked.
Yeah,
I
especially
still to this day,
yeah.
It don't matter where it's at. And I might take different approaches. My number one approach nowadays, because I really don't feel like fucking you up. Yeah. I more than likely I have an advantage over you because I'm bigger and stronger, and I'm also a trained
The first time he told me this story, I recently just heard this story for the first time. And I go, Don't tell me he was a fucking Northsider, right? He's all, yeah, he was a fucking Northsider.
And it's funny you said it because as you're telling the story, I'm thinking the principals would probably think, I thank God this kid, he's a good kid. He'd be fucking running Northside over here and shit.
Yeah,
Big
no
ass sugar bear. Sugar bear.
Yeah, imagine me as the
For real, that's what I
Northsider,
said,
right?
picture of Honda and
We're
shit.
fucking running the game over there. So no, I was just trying to be a good kid, right? But I am a big, strong person, and I know how to wrestle, and I've been into several fights, and I'm going to defend myself every single time. So if you do something to me that I think you cross the boundary, I'm going to let you know that you crossed the boundary first to give you the heads up. Yeah. But I'm going to defend myself. But also a new thing that I started doing is that I will defend myself just by intimidating you. So if you did something to me, I'm going to get up, I'm going to give you the crazy ass look, and I'm going to talk so much fucking shit. And it's just shit that just comes out of my mouth. Yeah. It's going to be something like, you whore ass bitch, you cunt ass hoe, whatever comes out of my mouth.
Bitch. You fat whore.
Well, I intimidated somebody with those words before.
I heard him call a chick a fat whore one time. You big fat whore.
You took her soul.
I started laughing and I was like, oh shit, he's not joking.
No.
I better go get him.
Yo, sugar bear, come on. Let's go.
Hey, to my credit, she deserved it.
Yo, she was fat and a whore, bro.
She was doing play-by-play.
Oh, shit.
It was a luck story.
She wasn't fat though.
Oh,
She was just
that night she felt fat.
But you know, when you are going to say something to somebody, you got to say the most offensive thing possible, even if it's true or not.
Oh, yeah. You gotta stab. Yeah, it reminds me of in high school, man. You remember Big A? Shout out, God rest his soul. First day of our senior year, sophomore year, y'all. We're walking in. I gave him a ride, right, and we're walking, and he's like, man, let me hang out with you. You know, you're senior, you're popular. I said, man, what the fuck ever, you're more popular than me. So we're walking, and people are like, hey, what's up, Ariel? What's up, Big A? And what's up, bro? And then this girl goes, man, Ariel, you got big. He goes, yeah, you got big too. Bro, that moment, I go, you walk with me in the hallway. He'd walk by, he'd be like, hey, you blew up. It was funny as shit, though. So
Yeah, dude.
God rest his soul.
so
man.
my teacher, there's one, and then there's an honorable mention, bitch. Her name was Miss Jackson. This is the honorable mention, bitch. She was a computer teacher at McWhorter.
Okay.
And I fucking hated this bitch. God, I hated her. Everybody's like, oh yeah, happy for computer class, because you ain't gonna do nothing but play Oregon Trails all fucking game. Yes. I mean, all period. Yeah. I fucking hated going there, bro. Dude, you would sneeze and like cover your mouth when you sneeze, the shit you're supposed to do. Yeah. And she'd be like, that's nasty. Go wash your hands. And I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. And she would like legit make you go wash to the restroom and wash. And that was back in the day when the soap dispenser was like a grinder, and powdered soap would come out.
Hell yeah.
And you'd fucking have to sit there for like 5 minutes to wash all that filmy ass soap off your hands. And you come back and that's nasty. Go wash your hands.
At Mahon, they didn't have that type of stuff. They had the regular.
Y'all had soap?
That's why everybody's been like, as Jackson.
Now bring your own white piece.
Ain't nobody bring none.
Mijo School Supply says they need 8 dial bars of soap. What the fuck?
Yo, Mom, they need a lice remover. Is that right? But all bullshit aside, I give Jackson credit, man. When I moved there, a lot of the guys I grew up with through Northwest Little League, David Bulk and all that, it brought me back to the gente. So it was so cool because I was so lost coming over here and every kindle. So when I go to junior high and I meet y'all guys, it was like we jokingly say, I was the East North Sider because I went to Jackson. I was on the east side of the north side. Yeah. But meeting all y'all is different, different kind of world because I knew what gangsters were, but then VAB and Northside were all, Wolford and McWhorter, right?
Yeah.
No,
mostly
McWhorter.
No, they were Wolford.
I came from McWhorter. We didn't know jack shit about gangs.
Yeah. So it was all Wolford?
Yeah, no, they had regular stable families at McWhorter. I think I was the only person that went to Wolford that had both a mom and a dad.
You were the minority?
I have a Piojo story. I don't know if I've ever told it on the podcast, but we were in 6th grade. And when they come and check your hair, the nurse does. Well, we were acting dumb, you know, just being pendejos.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, hey, Mr. Becerra. He's like, what? I go, why did Angelita get sent home?
Oh, goddamn.
He goes, because she had dinosaurs in her hair.
Dinosaurs.
No fucks given.
Yeah.
Shit, dinosaurs.
Hey, man, those fucking teachers and principals were numb to that shit
Yeah, he didn't give a
already.
fuck,
They
bro.
already, they already knew
but
that
the
some
teacher
fucking
that
shit
I'll
was
never,
happening.
ever forget, I fucking hated this bitch. In 4th grade, we had started the school year, and I had one of the hottest teachers ever at that point that I've known. I was like, oh shit, like we got Miss Weaver for fucking, you know, for 4th grade. I think she was there like 2 months, if that. And then she left. I don't know if she went to another school, retired. I don't know what the fuck. But then they combined our class with Miss Sanchez's class, and I fucking hate this bitch. Made my 4th grade a living hell. I got my ass whooped every day by my dad because of this fucking.
She made you want to
old
drop out in
bitch.
4th grade.
Yeah, dude. So then I finally get through the fucking 4th grade. 5th grade was badass. This bitch is my 6th grade teacher, dude.
Last year.
And I was like, this. So we already have a rapport of just fuck you, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? So she made 6th grade a living hell for me too. But that was back then when you like traded classes.
Yeah.
In 6th grade.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all did that.
Go
But
to
in
different
6th grade we
classrooms.
did. I guess to train us for junior high. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. No, we were in one fucking big ass
Yeah, we
room.
went to like there was 3 teachers and each teacher had like two courses that they taught.
Did y'all rotate classes?
And we
Yeah,
rotated, throughout the day.
Yeah.
Anyways, this bitch. So, 6th grade dance is coming along, like, and I remember my dad taking me to like J. Hoffman or some little fancy store in the mall to get a button-up shirt because I didn't own a fucking button-up. You had to be all decked out for 6th grade dance, right? So I remember Mr. Becerra was like, all right, the girls go to this class, the guys stay in here, and we're going to close the door, we're going to get ready for the dance. And I remember we got dressed in school in this classroom. When getting ready for the dance, I was like, fuck yeah, this fucking bitch, dude. She comes to our classroom and she's like, all right, the following names need to come with me, blah, 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 blah. John Lopez, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck is this bitch? Like, I'm getting ready to go to the dance. What the fuck? So we follow her to her classroom, bro. And she's like, all you guys are not going to the dance. I've got missing assignments in my class. And I was like, you fucking bitch, dude.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man, you got your ass beat again? God almighty. That sounds like my 6th grade teacher, too.
Bro, I had 2 missing assignments and I missed the fucking dance for that.
You know, it crossed your mind like, I'm going to burn this motherfucker down.
I was like, I know what she drives. I was plotting her death. Like,
God, man, I'm fucking 4 flat
oh, I
tires. on
hated
hoe.
that fucking lady, man.
God almighty. Dude,
That does suck.
so when I was in elementary school, right, so they, you know, at the end of the year, they do all these award shits. And, dude, I show up, and every single person in the 6th grade got an award for something, right? And I just sat there, and I never got anything, right? And, like, that was fucking demeaning, right? And I was like, man, I fucking tried my hardest out here. Like, man, I just get fucking screwed over because my teacher spit on me and my mom confronted her about it and whatever it was. And so I hated award ceremonies from that point on. So we're in junior high. We're in high school. I
Damn,
quit.
they gave everyone an award.
Every single, like, best
fucking
math
attendant.
student attended, and I never missed class, you know, whatever.
The best trier, yeah, they singled your ass out.
I got
bro.
singled out, so I was like, fuck award ceremonies, right? So then, even when we had our little sports banquets or whatever, I fucking hated that shit too. Like, I do not like winning subjective awards at all. Like, every single thing that I've ever won is because I won. Not because, we voted you as this person, right? So I didn't give a shit about any of these award ceremonies. So when I'm a senior in high school, we got the little thing to reserve your seat for the award ceremony, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fucking go to that dumbass shit. Like, that sounds so fucking stupid to me. I ain't going to that shit. So it sat on my mom's table for like 2 weeks, right? It's just sitting there. I never opened it. I knew what it was. I was like, I ain't gonna go to this dumbass shit. Coach Loudermill goes, have you not turned in your what was it?
RSVP
for the award ceremony. I said, I'm not going to that, Coach. He goes, I need you to turn it in tomorrow. And I was like, I said, you want me to go to this thing? He goes, I need you to go to this thing. Yeah. And I was like,
certain people, you're like, fuck. Okay.
Fuck. All right. So I turned it in, right? I show up about 5 minutes before the ceremony, award ceremony is about to start. Dude, there ain't a fucking seat. There's standing room only in the auditorium, right?
Oh, shit.
And I was like, God damn it. I was all fucking pissed off. I was like, fucking coach, man. I was like, I had to fucking come to this motherfucker. Fuck. So I was just like, found a spot in the very, very back. And I'm just standing there, and some little girl comes up to me. I guess she was a sophomore. She goes, are you Eric? And I was like, yeah. She goes, you can follow me. Your seat's over here. And I was like, God damn, I got a fucking seat.
Hey, thanks, coach.
Fucking usher.
Front row at the in the stage. It had my name on it. And then asked how many guests you want. I was like, the fuck, just me, man. Like, who the fuck is going to come to
I don't
this
even want to be here.
Yeah. So I just put just me, right? Everybody had their parents there, right? And I was like, fucking sissies, right? Yeah. Fucking have to bring their mommies and their daddies to this bullshit. And so, all right, I'm sitting there, dude. I fucking sat there for 3 fucking hours, dude. Highest GPA for a cheerleader, best math student,
midget doing math.
whatever it was. There's a whole bunch of fucking dumbass shit. And I was like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, why the fuck did coach make me come to this motherfucker?
Best marana.
And then finally it's the last award. They're like, all right, the last award is the best athlete of the year, and it's the All Westerner award. And I fucking sat there, and I heard so our best basketball player got put up, our best baseball player got put up there, and all they did was play basketball. All they did was play baseball.
Okay, yeah.
And so they finally called me out, and they're like, Eric. And I was like, this is why he fucking made me turn this motherfucker in, right?
Yo, coach, I'm going to shoot this place.
And he's like,
I could have mailed this shit to me, man.
Dude, they started like naming my accolades, and they're like 3-year varsity, all district, all this, blah, 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 football. All district, blah, 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 all this, wrestling, powerlifting, all this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, goddamn, I ain't fucking losing this fucking award, man. Like, I fucking put in a lot of sweat and tears to some shit to not even to get recognized. I just wanted to beat the person that was in front of me. And so I went up there and I fucking won this big ass fucking award. I started laughing to myself and I was like, I fucking hate award ceremonies. I would have never shown up to this motherfucker. The coach knew that I was going to win this award.
I was supposed to win biggest chorizo. What happened? Did I get here late?
God.
No, that's badass.
So
Yeah, that's crazy.
in 6th grade, Georgie won Mr. McCorder.
Oh,
Like, I can't tell you how smart fucking Georgie is, bro. Georgie graduated tech in like 3 fucking years, never bought a book, had a fucking rolled up spiral notebook from sophomore year to senior year
With a pen.
In his fucking mouth, walking to class. And that was his shit. And then, but I tell you all that because I grew up spending the night at his house in elementary. Like, that was my boy, you know? And he won Mr. McCorder. Well, fuck, I felt like we made it.
Yeah,
like,
for real, right?
Like,
For
fucking
real.
Mr.
My
McCorder.
homies,
For
Mr.
real,
McCorder.
And then, so
that's badass, though, yeah.
I'm going to spend the night at his house that night on Friday night, you know, when he won the award. And I'm thinking, fuck, man, we're going to have, like, a grand old time. Yeah. Man, his parents were like, I think they bought him, like, a Guns N' Roses CD to, like, celebratory, like, yeah, good job, mijo. But, like, he was so smart, like, his parents expected that from him. Yeah. Me, I would have fucking had a circus. I'd have had fucking clowns, midgets.
Mom, I'm calling in for a week.
I'd have had a swimming pool park. Dude, I'd have fucking... Nah, man. They just expected that from Georgie. Like, I was just like...
Wait, let me tell you something about Georgie's mother. She used to go up to the gym, right? And so when she joined the gym, Jose texted me. He was like, hey, my mom's going to join the gym. Could you show her some exercises that she could do when she shows up? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I had to like adjust my schedule to do that for him, which was not a problem, but I have, I'm pretty busy. And so then also on that same day, I had another person that was joining the gym that had scheduled an appointment, and I was going to show them the stuff. So Georgie's mother was the cleaning lady to one of the buildings at Texas Tech. Okay, yeah. This other lady had a doctorate degree in education and was a principal and just retired. So I show that lady, the doctor education lady, the exact same thing that I showed Georgie's mother. When I showed Georgie's mother all the stuff, she was, well, I'll do this tomorrow, she told me. And she went in, she told me hi, and she went to all the pieces of equipment that I showed her, the weights, how to adjust them, blah, 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 the reps, the whole nine. Yeah. The lady that was the doctor, she was like, I don't remember any of this stuff. I went back, and I showed her all the stuff again. She came back a couple of days later again. I had to show her again. Yeah.
Take your phone out. Do a video.
Every single day she came to the gym for at least a month until she quit coming to the I had to go show her the shit that I showed her, and I not one time ever had to show Georgie's mother nothing ever again. And I was like,
one time, yeah.
And I was like, wow. I go, who's really the smartest person here?
For real, bro. That street smarts and that actual smarts.
And if Georgie's mother didn't grow up like how my mother grew up, we just coming to, and Georgie's mother's probably from the U.S. I'm not sure. My mother isn't. Okay. But they grew up the same. Oh, yeah. It's a Spanish speaking, and my mother got here when she was a kid, and so Spanish speaking only, very Mexican, everything, this and this and that. They didn't have an opportunity. My mother, I think she went to the 3rd grade. She reads English and Spanish. She does simple math, and you're not going to trick her at all. Yeah. And that's Georgie's mother also. So these women are extremely intelligent. Just were never given an opportunity to exploit their intelligence. Yes, you're right, and other people are given the opportunity, and they're not very intelligent, but if you just take these little routes or whatever, you make it up to this high. And you're really not the best person qualified intelligently.
They take the shortcuts and shit like that. Yeah.
But you were just in a better advantage than other people. Yeah. So, my mom and Georgie's mother, some of the most intelligent people that I know, and they don't have. I bet neither one of them have a high school diploma.
I feel you, brother. It reminds me of my grandmother. You know, the old school, the mothers, the way they did shit different. You know, they didn't complain. They probably put up with a bunch of shit that nowadays grown men wouldn't put up with. Yeah. But they were there to take care of their family and make shit happen.
It was family first.
Family first, man. And my mom, you know, she's a little white lady, but she was similar. She's poor, comes from East Texas. She didn't have outhouse until they moved to Lubbock, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why she was always able to be not closer, but close to my dad's side of the family, because they were just the same, you know what I mean?
They grew up.
And she had the disadvantages. She was white and poor, but, you know, she couldn't smell legally, can't hear. Always had every disadvantage, but she never made any excuse. You know, and they used to tell her she could apply for disabilities. My cousin Gibo, he had born with the baby arm, bro. Shout out to my cousin Gibo. I've talked to him on the show a couple times. He would, you know, handicap, and he would tell you, I'm not handicapped. I don't want your fucking check. Yeah. I'll come out here and hustle. And we ran a burger place together. That motherfucker would put his baby burger, the bottoms on his, and we'd be flipping. People would trip out. But he's like, I don't ask for a handout. He's like, I ain't got a hand, but I don't ask for a handout. So you know, there's just that old generation's different, man. And
it is.
Shout out to those people.
They didn't. Not to say that they didn't need help. Obviously, they did.
We all did, yeah.
But they were like, I don't want that.
Yeah,
help.
they didn't expect.
I don't need help for everything.
Yeah,
I am gonna do stuff.
And that's how it should be.
Your mom didn't finish education because she had to be a mom.
Yes,
At like third grade, she had to be a mom.
she raised her siblings. So my mom's dad died in 1959, and her mother died in like 1969. And then so her brother already was here, so he fixed all their paperwork and went back to Mexico. It was like, whoever wants to come to the United States, I got y'all's paperwork ready. We just have to go. And so all the younger ones were like, we're leaving. The two older ones, they already had started families. They're like, we're not uprooting our family. We're staying here. So everybody else came here, and everybody turned pretty decently successful. I have an uncle that lives in Dallas. He owns several properties, and they're actually trying to buy his where he lives right now for $500K, and he doesn't want to sell, but they're building condominiums on there.
And throw me another 250 with Tom.
Yeah, and he lives right next to the Love Field.
Oh yeah.
And so it's the hood, but it ain't the hood anymore. It's getting gentrified. And then he has rent houses. And then he has his normal job where he gets his benefits and whatever. So everything is like he made it. Another uncle that still lives here in town. He had his own construction company, and he's doing pretty well too. And then my aunt and my uncle passed away, but they were doing pretty good. They really are. But she has her own business. She's a cleaning lady, and that was
But your
my
mom raised them.
my
right?
mom raised her little sister, which is the cleaning lady now. And she was I think she was the sole provider since she was 6 years old. And so, and then she made sure that she graduated high school, and so now she has all of her stuff going on or whatever. So, my mom, when I told her I was going to go to college, and she was like, "I'll talk to you tomorrow about that." So it was like, we're not college people, right? She goes, "But if you're going to go to college, I hope you finish. I hope everything turns out well." She goes, "Just know one thing. I'm not going to help you pay for it. I'm not going to help you do any of the schoolwork, and I'm not signing any paperwork for you. You figure it out." I'll figure it out. We'll see how it is. Now it's me. It's Omar. I got two nieces. One niece has already graduated from college. So now my mother expects you to go to college.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
badass,
my
bro.
nephew.
Now we're a college family.
Yeah, my nephew, he's gonna go to Texas Tech. He already got accepted, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in the band now because he put in that. He's gonna be in the band. He goes to Lopez right now. He plays a instrument that is kind of rare, and Lopez has the best band in West Texas. And he's been on there for a long time, and so he's gonna do it. He's gonna do that way. When I heard that he was gonna go to Texas Tech and that he was gonna try to be in the band, I think I got a tier, the same tier that I would have gotten that if he would have said that I'm gonna be on the football team.
Man, brother.
And so that made me proud.
Salute,
also,
bro. I'm proud of that. And to think about, like you said,
Shout out Oscar.
I know, man. But think about, like you said, your mother. They weren't able to have the education, and now look at her family. Look at the legacy of your parents.
yes.
It started
We're a college family, right?
Yeah. That's her.
What
thing.
the fuck, mom?
She tells everybody, "This is my son. We're college. He's a college graduate." But shout out, bro. Because I tell my daughters, I didn't go to college. And JP used to always get your ass to school, and I get it now. But my mom, when my parents divorced, she was 31 years old, and I've asked her, it was years ago, but I was like, "So what made you want to become a nurse?" I said, "Out of all things," she's like, "It was y'all." She's like, "Your dad, we're divorced. I was a single mother. I lived poor. I had every disadvantage of me, and I told myself I'm not going to do that for my kids." So she went to college, go to night school while we were in elementary. Man, she'd go to night school. She finished.
Damn, I never knew that.
Yeah, bro. She became an LVN. She was.
I thought she was already a nurse.
Yeah, no. She was a she was a stay-at-home basically mom. She'd work like Dairy Queen, odd jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was us. Michael, she saw my brother get into school, real smart kid. And so she went to LCU, became a nurse in a year and a half, LVN. And she went back to school later on to become an RN. And she had like literally half a class to finish. But then she got into some legal issues. She got DWI back then. And it was her own fault. She never blamed nobody else. She after work one night, they went to Petersburg party with some friends. She had to come home the next day, or that night, so she'd be with his kids, and she's just tired. Wasn't necessarily drunk, but she knew she shouldn't be driving. She said, and she was driving. Woke up. Next thing she know, there's ambulance everywhere, and she had a family head on. It was a father, wife, and 2 kids in the back, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 3. Could have easily killed them all. By God's grace, they were all okay. My mom was alive, but she was fucked up, man. And the next day, she went to work and started getting the process to become a nurse that works with paralyzed people. Not transport. She started going for Trust Point, but rehab. So she got certified when I took classes to get all that done. So she didn't try to be a RN. She got research and because she can't smell, so she didn't mind cleaning people's asses. But man, I seen that woman, little white lady, paralyzed people that gave up on life, and my mom would pick them up, and she has fractured bones in her back now, bro, because of that. But yeah, she got off her ass and did it, because my dad didn't support, and so I asked her, I was like, why was it that you became a nurse? She's like, I had no other choice. I thought, what can I do to give my boys a life? Well, my brother Michael's a tech graduate. My brother Steve's a UT graduate. His wife's a tech graduate. They have 3 daughters that graduated college. My kids are in college. And I always joke and shit on myself and say, oh, my brothers went to college and I'm old yards. Yeah. But they're just as proud of me as I am of them.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah. And that generational curse, you break it, bro. So some people used to look down on y'all think y'all better. It's like, no, I want to be better. Yeah. So just, hear your family story. Yes. Your dad in heaven and your mom, while she's here, she can, man, her grandbabies are keeping that legacy alive. That's beautiful, brother. And I don't want to suck your dick too much, but it started with you. Like, hey, I got to figure this out.
I was the one, and
started.
But it wasn't that I'm the smart kid.
Yeah.
And I found out that I was more intelligent than I
give yourself credit for.
But it was more of just a keep on fighting. The fighting will. You have to keep on going. You cannot be complacent. You cannot sit on your hands.
Yes.
Oh, you can't feel sorry for yourself. You
always got to want better for yourself.
For real, bro.
Always, man.
And a handout, I'm so I got 2 different directions because I do know that people do need help or whatever, and I don't mind government assistance. Yeah. But I've never done that because I know that I have the will, I have physical ability, I got the mind to not be in that situation.
Thank God to that.
And so we can educate. That's how you educate people. You're like, don't do that. Okay, you're down and out. Get back on your feet, and you got to win.
Yeah.
If
have a game plan.
There's an actual nothing is about winning and losing. No, everything is about winning. Yeah. If you don't win, you're not the winner.
That sounds like a loser who said that.
Yeah. So you don't be a loser, and even if you did lose in the game, you attempted to win. So now there's not a game. Okay, there's not a score, but you got to win in life. Yeah. And winning the small bet, you're not going to be the billionaire. Yeah. But if you can pay your house, you can pay your bills, you might as well just be the billionaire too.
That's right.
You've got the same mindset.
Yeah, because you fucking made it.
Yeah, for real.
You made it. You're surviving.
I like to hear that.
People think that you made it, you got to be rich and super successful. Fuck, man. If you have a fucking house and you got food in the fucking fridge and you're not going without, man, you fucking made it.
And you got a wife that wants to have sex with you? Shit.
My problem was my wife wanted to have sex with a lot of other guys too. Shut out. We're cool, man. I always fucking asshole.
Hey, sometimes it's your turn, bro.
I know. I tried to sleep with her cousins. It didn't work. No,
was she a rental?
She's rental. I knew better. No, but I think that's badass, man. That you set those foundations for family and for your kids one day, for your nieces and nephews, and it's awesome, bro. Hearing that story, that's badass, man. To hear where your parents come from and what your parents come from and what they've done and what you are continuing to do. I love it. I see you and your boy pass down the tradition. I imagine I know you weren't in the saddle tramps, but seeing your boy at the same school you graduated from, and him living his life, experience it. I take pride in it.
He's living his fucking best life, but he's also taking care of business.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Like he's
Y'all
not
raised a good
fucking
kid,
around
man,
with
yeah.
his grades. Like
Yeah, that kid right there, like he's living his best life.
Yeah.
He probably is living the way that we probably should have been doing it.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah.
we took a different direction
Yeah.
because we didn't know no better.
Yeah.
And
True.
and I think it's more peaceful and it's better the way that Isaiah gets to do college versus the way that we did
Yeah,
college.
true.
But we did what we could, and do we regret some of the shit that we did? Probably, but we don't regret that we lived it.
Yeah.
I don't
Because-
regret the route that I took.
Yeah, because we did it, and we weren't supposed to do it. None of this was given to us. Little bit given to Isaiah, but that's not. He really wants it,
Yeah.
so he.
But you also
he
give him that
gets
freedom
it.
to see it for
gets
himself, yeah.
And that kid is like, he actually is doing it the way that I wanted to do it. I just didn't. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't happen that way. My mind got polluted, or I was in a bad situation.
And it's good that he has y'all to lay that foundation.
Well, that's
you know.
that's the thing too. Is like, I mean, how he's doing school. I would have loved to have done school like that, but I didn't have. Well, right now each semester it keeps going up, but on average each semester is like $6,000 for him.
Yeah.
And he's right now. I mean, we've got everything in place for him to go, as opposed to when I was there. I'm taking one class a semester because I'm paying for school,
figure it
and
out,
that's all I can afford is one fucking class. Like,
And we arrived to college doing some ratchet ass shit. So we kept on doing ratchet shit. Now it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time for sure.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, like not doing all the ratchet shit and just being
would've saved
real calm and relaxed and still have fun. Like you can still go have drinks. You can still hang out with people. You're still gonna talk to girls or whatever. And then when you're doing less ratchet shit, the girls are actually better quality.
The more you know.
but you gotta run through them hoes.
But
practice.
you do
We
want
talking about
quality.
practice,
Like every single guy wants quality, right?
yes.
If they tell you they don't want quality, they're lying to you because everybody wants a hot, good-looking, smart, like chick. Like,
But they also want the quantity too. The quantity and the quality, you know what I mean?
well, if you can get more than one,
Yeah.
that's
You the man.
You always want a chick that says,
And one thing about me, I love a good wiener, honey.
but also at the same time, like you can go through chicks like
yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
but there's gonna be one that you're like, oh, that one right there. And sometimes she still might be ratchet, right?
You just don't meet her at the club and marry her in a month. I was stupid.
But let's just say you meet a beautiful woman and she has a great personality, she has a lot going for her. That's going to be the one that you want.
Yeah.
You can, if she has great tits, that's going to be
That's the cherry on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cherry
for
on
real.
top. But like, you can also meet some ratchet ass chicks that are fine as hell, but you know for a fact that that's not the one that you
Yes.
really
Don't
want
wife
to be.
them.
Yeah, no.
And get their name tattooed on your forearm. Don't do it.
And I've done that before. I seen it.
fuck, man. On that fucking note, man, you have any fucking shout outs, bro?
Shout out to my brother Jerry, man, good friend of mine. Reached out, going through some stuff. Shout out to my daughters, as usual, Genesis, Lillian, and Elizabeth. Love y'all putting up with me. I'm not the easiest to deal with, but they got dad's back.
Fuck yeah, man.
Love them girls.
I'm gonna give a shout out to y'all. When I drive up to the parking lot, I don't know who's gonna be at the podcast.
Same here.
When I see, all I know is that JP's gonna be here. But every time I see Thomas Rios, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a
It's
good
gonna be a
time.
good show.
bro.
Gonna be a good
I
time.
feel the same way about you. Love y'all guys.
Yeah, man.
So I love hanging out with Thomas.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah,
Much
man.
love,
Dude, we got basketball kicking into conference play, dude. So we need to
Yes.
start hanging out
Yes,
more
sir.
often,
Hey,
watching these games.
Are you working Tuesday night?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ah, fuck.
we play Wednesday, right? Or we play
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
Oklahoma State, right?
Yeah, it's Oklahoma State. You got tickets?
I don't. If you know a good connection, let me know.
I'm your connection.
Okay, I'm down.
I'll give you some tickets.
Okay.
So I think there's 2.
Okay.
So find somebody to go with.
Oh, I got my daughters. I'll make them
Yeah,
fight
I
over
would.
dad's attention.
And so I'll
Hey, man, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
That would mean the world to me.
I'll send them to you.
Okay.
Mobile download.
Mobile
Yeah,
down.
there's the mobile download. So I got 2 pair for this game. So let me see. It starts at 7. It's on a Tuesday, and I always work till 6.
Okay.
But there is a bar in there.
Oh, we love that bar, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to get acquainted with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. If I can get out of work earlier, we're for sure going to meet at the bar.
Okay. Let me know, bro.
We always meet at that
Yeah,
fucking bar.
the bar. It's on the east side of the stadium.
They're gonna see me show up with Sugar Bear. They're gonna be like, "Where's JP? Where's
Yeah, I know. I said I got a new one.
That asshole had to work.
Yeah, don't worry. He's
He
a
had to go
fill-in.
pay the bills.
Yeah.
No, but I want to shout out my wife, man. If you guys could, she's really, really, really putting all her time and effort into her art. And if y'all guys can follow her on Instagram, it's Raquel Lopez Art.
Okay, sweet.
And so
We have some of the art. It's actually legit art.
I need to buy some more pieces. I bought some of the first time the tiger. Bro, people still ask me, my daughter, where she gets it because she.
That's badass, bro.
Seriously,
Fuck yeah.
so yeah, shout out to the.
hell yeah, man. And of course, man, shout out the whole John Eric Media, Pendejos every Friday, Deep Dive with Donnie on every Monday. And shout out to DJ Kipo, the official DJ of the JP Lopez Show. And my boy San Juan, man. Just freaking love that dude to death, man. Shout out to Patriot Paint Construction and Tigre Burrito.
And I've been watching them working out at the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, really good.
Yeah, he's been going to the gym. He told me he's going twice a day.
That's what's up, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He took me to lunch. I felt special.
Hell
I
yeah.
was like, do I leave the tip? Or... Shout out to
He goes, no, just the tip.
Just the tip. I was like, baby, that's all I got.
No, I'm not like that. Ah, shit, man. Until next time, guys. Read some books.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by DJ Kipo. DJ Kipo handles all things like weddings, quinceañeras, anniversaries, and graduations. He's good at what he does, keeps the party going, and hit him up on IG, TikTok at DJ Kipo 806. Once again, that's DJ KEEPO 806. Oh, it's you again. This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in commercial and residential. They also specialize in drywall and paint. No job is too big or too small for them. Hit them up at 806-544-7199. Oh, you're still here? This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito, located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast and lunch burritos. They've also got some plates. Tell them JP Lopez sent you. But breakfast burritos are pretty fucking huge, so you better bring a big appetite. They're the shit.